Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, I'm Dominique Storm. And on my channel, I like to focus on when inexpensive feels expensive. Basically, I like to look good on the budget. So, yeah, that's it. I like inexpensive things that look good. But anyway, so I just wanted to come on here. If you guys watched my last video, I stated that I was going to give you guys a life update. So I decided, you know what? I might as well give you guys a 2021 recap because it was crazy, and I know you guys are like wondering like where have I been. So if you don't know me personally, I'm finna update you on what's going down and what went down in my life. So here we go. All right, so the last time you guys saw me was before the video I posted last week was April 2020. Then I think I wanted to post a video like once a week or whatever. I was doing my best. I was living in Connecticut, in New London, Connecticut. That's 2 hours away from New York City when there's no traffic when you're driving. And so yeah, I was living out there. It was just me and my kids. So it was like difficult juggling me wanting to be a YouTuber on top of me wanting to be an influencer, working my job, and taking care of my children. So YouTube kind of took a back seat. Then around that time, my dad was very ill. He was in and out. My focus wasn't really on YouTube at the time. So fast forward from April to July, my dad started to like really get sick. He was like staying in the hospital longer than what he was. So basically from July to December in 2020, oh my gosh, the time is just so crazy. I was going back from New York to Connecticut like every week and going back and forth. My children, I'm still working, they're still in school, and we're just going back and forth. This is the summertime now, so I'm not working. I worked in the school, so I wasn't working during the summer. December came, and then my father's health just really started to decline. My dad passed away. And of course, that was a really difficult time to go through. I had to plan a funeral. I did receive a lot of help and support from my family, so I'm very grateful for that. So I had to plan a funeral, and before my dad passed away, I decided I wanted to relaunch my brand. I have a brand called Dominique Storm Collection, and I wanted to relaunch it. I don't know, a lot of you guys, if you know me personally, then you know about Dominique Storm Collection. If you don't, I never mentioned it on my YouTube channel, so this may be your first time learning about Dominique Storm Collection. Collection is my brand, and my slogan is when inexpensive feels expensive. I have inexpensive pocketbooks, hats, shirts, things for reasonable prices that really look good and they're of good quality. So that's just basically my thing. I used to also have a t-shirt line for men called DSC Bear Gang, and it used to have the man with the logo. In 2014, I'm going to insert some photos so you guys can see exactly what I was talking about. So I originally... Just real quick. So I originally started selling pocketbooks and women accessories in 2012. 2012 was going on 10 years. And I decided I wanted to get back to it. So here we go. So before my dad even passed away, I already had it planned out that I wanted to relaunch my business my birthday weekend. I think it was January 21st or the weekend before my birthday. Something like that. It was somewhere around my birthday. My birthday is January 20th. So my father died January 4th. And then I relaunched my business on January 21st, somewhere close to my birthday. Then my 35th birthday, and I had to make a decision. Was I going to continue to live in Connecticut, or was I going to move back to New York City? My lease was up February 14th, so I made a decision to leave Connecticut and come back to New York City. So in the month of January, I made a decision to move back to New York City. So I'm already starting to move things. So that was January. That was my January 2021 recap. So now we're in February. I officially moved back to New York City February 28th. I gave my keys in and I came back to New York City. Now we're back here. So February 28th was my official move date. No, actually, yeah, that was my official last day in my apartment in Connecticut. So I packed up the rest of the stuff that I didn't give away. I gave away all my furniture just literally clothes, anything you could think of. I just gave everything away, and I had like really good furniture. At least I like to think so myself, but I just gave everything away. February 28th, officially back into New York City. So I felt like I kind of had to just kind of hop in the swing of things. Oh, and now I'm unemployed too, right? Well, I'm self-employed because I'm working for myself now. I have a home business. I left my job in Connecticut. That was just that. So we come back to New York. So February, I started to enjoy myself, start hanging out with friends. So a friend of mine at the time, she had a 35th birthday party. So I went and I enjoyed that. I'm going to insert some pictures because I got some really cute pictures in there. So I'm just going to have to insert that. So we have that. Then in March, I just wanted to do something with just me and my daughters. So we went to Atlantic City, and I will insert some videos. We stayed at the Caesar Hotel. We stayed there for the weekend. We just had like a really, 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 really good time. And then also in March, I went to Miami. I had a blast. I'm going to insert some more. This is just basically like a recap of my whole 2021. So it's going to be lots of pictures, little video inserts. So just, you know, if you're interested in what went down in 2021, for me, just stick around. All right. So I went to Atlanta. I had such a really, really, really good time. I stayed in this hotel. So beautiful. I had such, an amazing time. Like, who came? I had to start handling some of my dad's business. He had a lot of things that were not taken care of that needed to be taken care of. So I had to like put my big girl panties on and step into that position. And I was continuing to work on my business. So I'm taking care of my dad's business and my business at the same time. That's going down in April. Then May, Mother's Day weekend, I went to Vegas. I had an amazing time. I got the best massage ever. What hotel did I stay in? Did I stay in the Aria? I'm not too sure, but it was a really cool hotel. It wasn't better than the one in Miami. That was like probably hands down the best hotel I have stayed in. That was really, really, really good. But it was really cute. Vegas as much as Miami. Unless you just like to, like, I don't know, I guess you gotta do, like, tourist shit. Like, it ain't, like, just popping outside. Like, they popping in Miami popping. It's two separate poppings, but whatever. I had a good time. And June came, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, I'm back in New York City. I wasn't supposed to be here this long. Why am I still here? Oh, my gosh. So I started operating in, like, survival mode. So with my business, I'm like freaking emailing people, like just sending out like random unplanned emails. I'm like hopping in people's DMs like, hey, like don't forget I have a business. Here go a flyer right here. Don't forget I have a business. I'm just like hopping in people's DMs and I'm like posting. And it worked because I was still getting sales and stuff like that. But I feel like people can, like, if you in tune, you could seek the desperation. Like, it was just like, I need some money. Like, I need money. And I was getting money, but I wasn't getting it the way that my mind was telling me that I was supposed to get it at that time. So I was caught up. And me personally, I don't ever want to operate like that again. I don't ever want to be so fearful that things are not going to work out the way that I want them or need them or I expect them to work out, and I'm just like operating out of fear. I don't want to do that no more, so I ain't doing that. But in June, that's how I was like operating. I was definitely operating in. So I'm still working on both businesses at this time in June. I'm just writing down because I actually like wrote like a detailed, because I really wanted to not relive my year, but like, dang girl, you got through that. Like, shout out to you. And not to mention, not only was I operating in survival mode, I was also like depressed. I was feeling a lot of depression because my father died. Like, that was not something that I, obviously, like everybody's gonna go, but it was just something that it was unexpected for me. So at times it definitely did throw me off, and it also bothered me so much because I was still here in New York City, and in my mind I was not supposed to be in New York City. What are you doing, baby? You're supposed to be going you took care of everything you were supposed to take care of, you going. And when I got here, life was like, you gonna have several seats. Sit down. You're not going anywhere right now. You have a lot of things that you didn't take care of in the past, like past traumas, things like that, things that you forgot about, you wanted to forget about. And it was just like, nah, you're gonna sit here, you're gonna deal with each and every one of these last problems. And when you're done going through all of these things, and when you're ready, you're gonna get the hell up out of here. So I had to take all of that in, and it took a lot for me to like even process that. It was just like I was fighting it at first, but then it was like I had to take a look within, and it was like, nah, you wildin', like you're not in a race. So yeah, so basically that's how I went through my whole entire summer. I was just like operating in survival mode, and like going through depression. Just it was just like random when like I would go through those moods. I would probably be like feeling like that for like a whole weekend, and then I'll somehow get myself out of it, and then I find myself back into it. But honestly, it was nothing that no one can help me get through but me. I had to get myself out of that. I do speak to a therapist, but I don't speak to her as often as I used to, because $90 a session is mad expensive for me right now. Because I have so many goals and stuff like that, so I'm like being careful where I'm spending my money. But honestly, I had to get through that through myself. Maybe another time I'll talk more in detail on that. But here we go. Back into my 2021. So now here we go. So we're in August. So you guys know about verses. So we got The Lox versus Dipset. And if you know me, then you know who I was going for. Yes, The Lox. And it was just the most, I needed that. It was the most like bomb thing that I did that whole entire summer. And I had a lot of fun this summer too. But that was epic. It was like legendary. It was so New York. It was everything. If you wasn't there and if you didn't see it, and now I don't know. That was the beginning of August. Then I ended August off with me inside Costa Rica. Oh my God, Costa Rica. Who knew I needed Costa Rica? Baby. Costa Rica, it was the most, oh my gosh. I think the name of the resort is called Dream. I want to do a whole video. I don't care. I went there August last year. It's a whole brand new year. But I want to make a whole video just talking about Costa Rica, because I have a lot of footage and pictures and stuff like that. So I want to make a video about that resort. It is so popping. One of my cousins got married and invited me out to Costa Rica. So it was a resort. It was included, the drinks, the food, room service, you name it. We were like in the middle of a freaking rainforest. It was so beautiful. Like I'm just envisioning it in my head now. I'm going to put some videos up. It was so freaking amazing. It was just everything I needed and more. And then, because I'm a little raggedy, I'm a little extra, I found some tourists that they was working on a resort, but I got them to take us off the resort, and we rode around and went inside stores, and just, it was so beautiful. I'm going to put some videos of that all up in there, but it was so freaking beautiful. My time out there was amazing. Then we got, okay, so that was August. Comes back. My kids were remote because of the pandemic. Now here they are being registered inside of a school. And not only that, now we're back in New York City. We was going for 4 years. So now we're back in New York City. So this is like a whole new board game. Okay, so yeah, so my girls are back to school in New York City. So this is my oldest daughter, her first year in high school inside of New York City. She's in 11th grade. And then my 6-year-old, she was in, this is first grade. She didn't even do kindergarten in school. She did kindergarten remote the whole time. So this is her first time in like official school other than daycare. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just go on a vacation, because even though I did Atlantic City with them, they didn't do as many things. Like they did things, local and stuff like that, but trip-wise. So I was like, let's just go to Puerto Rico. So this is like the second week of school. I just decided to book a trip, and we went to Puerto Rico, and we had an amazing time. I love Puerto Rico so much. I didn't even realize how much I love Puerto Rico. My youngest daughter loves Puerto Rico too. I mean, my oldest daughter, she's like, whatever. That was me and my oldest daughter's second time going to Puerto Rico. The first time I was pregnant with my youngest, but me and my youngest love Puerto Rico. I want to visit it at least once a year. Like, I got to do Puerto Rico again this year. It's so dope. But so yeah, so I went to Puerto Rico. I had a blast. More bonding time with my kids. Just, the three of us. We was chilling. Went out to eat every night. Went to the beach, the pool. We went to Old San Juan. We just had a blast. So then September, then October. My oldest daughter turned 16. We didn't do anything big, but we had cake, and we all dressed up like anime characters. That was really fun. What a bitch it is. And then the next month, actually 8 days later, is my youngest daughter's birthday in November. So we celebrated her 6th birthday. We had fun, cake, balloons, all that stuff. Small and intimate, but we still had a good time. And then that's November. And then Black Friday. Oh, that was beautiful, you guys. Thank you to everybody who made a purchase on Black Friday. That was really good. So after Black Friday, I'm still working on my father's business. I'm still working on my business. And I'm still operating in survival mode. Like, I need money, right? Then we had November. And then something about December. December was like magical. Like December 2021 was super magical. I just woke up and I was somebody else. Like, I just felt like a whole new person, and I was completely okay with that new person. She had rules. She had boundaries. She no longer wanted to operate in survival mode. She wanted to be her true, authentic self 100%. And not saying that I was never authentic, but I used to be the type of person that, would do things for other people. Like, I will overextend myself to others. Be at people, like somebody call me, like I'm the person you could call 2 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm never gonna like not be there for people. And I just decided the same love and attention and affection that I was pouring into other people, I wanted to pour into myself. So I decided that I was gonna shut my shop down. After the Black Friday sale was over, I shut my shop down in December, and I took myself off of social media, I believe, for 3 weeks. And honestly, that was the best 3 weeks of my life. I got to learn myself so well. I just was doing random shit, like waking up in December and driving to the beach. I was doing stuff like that. I was just spending a lot of time in nature, in the park, just grounding, just centering myself, just like talking about what I like and what I don't like. And if I don't like something, that's it. Like, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not explaining myself to people. I'm in this better space, and I'm really just like, I'm here for her. Like, I love this woman because she's unapologetic. She's not disrespectful. She's not rude for no reason. And, like somebody challenged me, that's different. But, like, I'm just truly enjoying myself. Like I know who I am. And I just decided, like, I no longer want to, like, gossip about people and talk about, like, just all that low, negative, low vibrational shit that I used to do. I no longer want to do that. I no longer subscribe to that. Like, I know exactly who Dominique is now. I know who Dominique Storm is now. Like, all these years I thought I knew. Nah, like, so yeah. So I know this was like the longest video that I probably ever did. This is the most that I've ever I know this is the most that I ever talked to you guys about my personal life, because I don't be doing stuff like this. But I'm free, so nobody can use nothing against me because I'm just free. And also, with me changing and realizing who I am and what I like and what I don't like, I had to let a lot of people go. And it's not because I hate them or because they did anything wrong to me. It's just that, like, we're no longer aligning with each other anymore. Like, what I want and what they want is just so far apart that I just had to let go a lot of people. And I love them and I wish them the best. You know, it's 2022. The first quarter is about to be up and I got shit to do. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you could just like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Make a comment down below. Let me know how you felt about the vacations. Have you ever visited any of these places I visited? Just whatever you want to talk about. And also, don't forget to check me out at www.dscboutique.com. That's my online boutique. I sell pocketbooks, shirts, and hats. So, yeah, check me out, guys.